small nation that has a big, big goal that inspired to innovate and make the world a better place. That inspired to innovate and make the world a better place. We shall become the world number one. We shall become the world number one. Smadu.
Hello viewer, you're most welcome again. My name is Benson Kondia, a teacher of music. We are still developing on this wonderful subject, or this wonderful subject or the lesson on creative intelligence in 2050. And we've been doing some theory of music, and we also want to introduce practicals of the same, because it becomes easier when we apply what we already know. So we'll be doing both theory and practical applications, even at a basic level like this. So what we want to do today is to first of all have a complete now comprehensive understanding of the grand stuff, and then see how does that apply to, okay, we talked about theory, but also I think we'll also try to demonstrate using the piano, how that applies. Now we talked about the two clefs that we have. For the basic stuff or basic musical score, we'll have G clef and a bass clef, which is F clef. G clef is a treble clef. And we say G clef is for higher registers. For voices, it will be soprano, alto. So if you're in a choir and you have people that will sing soprano, their voices will be found here. Normally, the soprano, which is also called the first voice, will be higher than alto. Okay, so we have soprano on the higher, and then we'll have alto lower than soprano. And sometimes for mixed choirs, this is for women, most times for the mixed choir. For mixed choir, the lower clef will be for men. That's why men will sing tenor, and they will also sing bass. We don't have men singing soprano. It's always a confusion when people are talking about singing. Men will sing tenor. And when they are singing alone, in their lone choir, where they have four voices among themselves, we normally have another way of naming. Instead of saying soprano, they will say tenor 1, tenor 2, then bass 1, bass 2. If you have women do not sing bass. They do not sing tenor. They'll sing soprano and alto. So they'll have soprano 1, soprano 2, alto 1, alto 2. Okay, I've gone into that very, very fast. But let alone when we're teaching voice, we'll try to break it down. This is just basic. Now today we want to look at it, we want to combine the two and see how does that apply especially to the piano. We said that we normally use the 7 letters of the alphabet to name both clefs, and they meet somewhere called middle C. Very important. Remember that, middle C. Middle C. What is middle C? Middle C is a point or pitch at which two clefs meet. The G clef or the treble clef and the bass clef, which is also called the F clef. That is called the middle C. A very, very important note or point to note in terms of describing instrumental music. Now, let me also say this. I talked about the voice, but I also need to say this clef also applies very, very much to piano music. The two clefs, the grand stuff, that means that the G clef and the bass clef, which is F clef. It applies as well to piano music. Now, today we are not really teaching so much of piano, but let me just demonstrate how that applies. Piano, we have an instrument called the piano. A piano is an instrument that has two types of notes, that is the black notes and the white notes. Most of you who have seen a piano already know that. They may not really understand what it's all about, the two, and how they relate. But one thing you notice is that it has black notes and it has white notes. Now the other very important thing to note about a piano, it has two sides, because you normally play a piano using two hands, an instrument that is played by two hands, the right hand and the left hand. Very important, something to know in terms of piano. So we have two sides of the piano, the right side and the left side. Now, let me also explain this. The old piano, from where we developed the scores, the old piano or the professional piano that we should be having normally is divided in between, right in the middle, the pitches that will play on the right hand side and the pitches that will play on the left hand side. Now, when you may not find that with these modern synthesizers and the keyboards, the ones that have been constructed, these are actually miniatures of a piano. The grand piano will have two divisions, and we'll have a note which is called note C, which is right at the middle somewhere, right at the middle of a piano. Okay. Now, if we look for that here, we may not find it, but we can try to use, for example, this big piano we have to demonstrate a little bit. So we have what we call a middle C. C is always this note before these two black notes. This is called C. So in a standard grand piano, this will be right at the middle of a piano. And so this will mark the division from for the right hand side and the left hand side coming this way, beginning from the middle C. Now this note that is called C is actually the one here. So our music on a piano begins on a middle C. That's why I say it is a very important note on the clef and on the piano. It actually begins on any music that you learn professionally will always begin from middle C, and then you go towards the right hand side or towards the left hand side. Now when it comes to the score, then it means that our music should be beginning from middle C. Actually, there is a definite pitch. I can't remember in terms of physics, the frequency of that particular pitch, but there is a certain vibration that is actually assigned to middle C, so that when you are tuning an instrument, it is supposed to be tuned to that particular frequency of the pitch of middle C. Okay, so when we now come to middle C here, that means that if you are playing the piano, let me put a piano playing here, like I've said before, is that the upper register or the upper clef will play right hand. That's why you always find in a piano music, you'll find RH, meaning right hand. Then the lower clef will also always have left hand. So meaning then, you are playing with your two hands a piano, and you are beginning from middle C. So you'll be describing your music on the upper and the lower side. On the lower side. The lower side is the bass clef, which is lower from C, from this middle C, going down. And the upper side is the right hand side, which is the G clef, most of the time. So you are playing from here, going either upwards or downwards. Both hands will emanate from the middle C. So whenever you read this note here, you are reading this particular pitch over there. So if you are to play a score, if you are to play what we call sight reading, or reading music as you play it, okay, then you have to start your music from here. So you have to read your music from middle C. If you have to go up, then you go, this is C. So the next note here will be D. So you go C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. So you can also name our piano on the same way in the pattern that follows after the clef C. This is C, D, E, F, G, A, B, and then that's a C. So this C is the C here, D is the D here, E is the E here, F is the F here, like that. So whenever you're playing this E, I am playing this note. Okay? And so on and so forth. Now if you go downwards again, this is D. Sorry, this is before C is B. B, A, G, F. This is E, D, and the C. So we go down from C, B, A, G, F, and so on and so forth. Of course, there is a way we play, there is a way we do the fingering and all that. But basically, you look at the music here, and you look at the piano, you see the middle C here, you see the middle C here, you see the right hand, you see the G clef. You see the left hand, you see the F clef. That is how you're supposed to understand music in terms of application on the piano and the stuff or the score. Thank you so much for following us. I hope you're getting something, and we'll continue developing this progressively as we move on. And I hope that things will get easier and easier as we move on with time. Thank you. God bless you.